Welcome back to West Texas View.
Welcome back to the West Texas View. I'm Johnny Lou Avery, and Brenda Kisco and Norma Chavez are our guests today from the Midland Visitors and Convention Bureau. And we were talking just before the break about the calendar of events that coordinates everything, and this is a valuable asset for every person in this community, because if you're planning anything, you should call and find out what else is being done on that day, because you certainly don't want to plan to have even a church Valentine banquet or something on a certain day if there's 5 other events going on. And so this is very helpful, but let's talk about gathering that information for the calendar.
We have our website, and I suggest everybody, if they want to send in an event that is happening in their community, they can send it to, they can go to visitmidlandtexas.com, which is our website. Now we have a tool there that they can open up, which is called the calendar of events. They can input all their information and send it in, and that information comes straight to me, and I will put it on our calendar of events that everybody can see. I mean,
so are you talking about at Crane, at Seagraves, at Seminole? You're talking about everybody in the whole Permian Basin, or just the people here in Midland?
The Permian Basin.
Okay.
Yes,
Good.
yes, ma'am. Most of the ones that we receive are from here, from Midland, Texas, and we put them on there. And yes, a lot of people call us to find out what events are happening, major events that will, they wouldn't like to be on the same day if they're having an event. So they find out from us, and we'd like to make this calendar of events calendar events for Midland.
And it's important to know if they're having a big rodeo at Big Spring, for example, then that might detract from something that you wanted to have here. So that's good for those people to know that.
Right, and a lot of people, when they come to the major events in the cities, and they have so many people, the overflow, so they come into Midland.
That's right,
and stay here.
Or if there's something at Midland, Odessa, I know that you work really closely with each other, and so you share each other's calendars and things like that. Great.
And we don't put on any events, but we want to promote all of them, and we really try and promote them to a radius outside of our area to bring people in to stay in our hotels and enjoy our city and enjoy our region. And enjoy our unique events that we have going on. So we are here to promote all of the different
events. Let me give you an example. Let me give the people an example. You sent me, as a media person, a notice about something that's going to be held in July, so that was something that we could start being aware of and helping promote. And so that, even though that's not your event, it's an event that you're helping with. And so that is an example of how, just one of the small things that you do. Well, I want us to talk a little bit more about some of the other attractions that we have here. And I know that I've spotlighted some of those on this program, like the Museum of the Southwest and some of those that some of our local people have never been to.
Yeah, well, and that's very common with any city. A lot of people don't realize what's in our own backyard, what great assets that we do have. We have so many. It's hard to think about where to begin, but with the CAF Air Power Museum, it's a fantastic nationally accredited museum. They have the world's largest collection of aviation nose art from the planes that were flown in World War II. And I tell you, I go out there quite a bit with different tour groups coming through and stuff, and I learn something new every time that I go out there, and I see something new. And so I think, even for people in our region that have been to these museums before, they're always updating and changing things, and so there's always something new going on to see. So I love the CAF Museum. It's fabulous, and they have the new meeting spaces out there, so that's been really great. For us to help promote that as well, meetings coming in. As you mentioned, the Museum of the Southwest is just wonderful. I'm a big art lover, so It's easy for me to promote that as a really great art venue. And the Blakemore Planetarium, you know, recently reopened in fall of '09, I believe it was. But a lot of people haven't been out there to see that. And they have one of only, I believe, 8 HD star projectors in the world.
And they're going to be on the program in about 2 weeks.
Great. Oh, well, it is a fabulous place. And the Children's Museum is fabulous. And, of course, the Petroleum Museum, which has the world's largest collection of antique oil drilling equipment, and just a very interactive for all ages. A really great place to visit, and of course with the Chaparral race car gallery. So in the art museum, the art part there as well. So it's great for, you know, males and females, young and old. So
and that's another key, young and old. We've got something in this community that meets the senior citizens and the youngsters too. But one of the things that you hit on was that you help people to know something that is within their range. For example, if a group of General Motors people came here for a conference, then you would want to take them to the car museum, and that would be just a great way for you to suggest, well, this is available here. The places we've got to meet, like Chaparral Center and some of those that are just wonderful venues to meet in.
Oh yeah, and that's the great thing about utilizing our museums, and like Sibley Nature Center. It's a wonderful, and so we have a lot of unique things. We like to get creative. A lot of groups, you know, like to get creative with their venues, and so we are here to help them, bring them some of those ideas and entertainment as well.
Well, when somebody calls the convention visitors, are you the one that answers the phone?
No.
If they want to put something on the
Well, yes, it does, yes. When they call for the Convention and Visitors Bureau, yes, ma'am, I'm the one that answers the phone.
Okay.
Yes.
And so you kind of direct them to whichever area that they need to,
need
whether
to
they
go
want to put something on the calendar or whether they want to plan a family reunion or a conference or something. You know where to send them. Because I didn't realize that y'all were divided up. We've got one that works just with the sports people and one that works with something else. We're going to have to take a break, but when we come back, I want us to talk about specific kinds, that Smurf and some of those other things that will divide our visitors into different categories. We're going to come back in just a minute and continue this conversation, and we'll see you then.
Stay tuned. West Texas View will be right back.